Jag är så
Se om det blir
liten.
någon ljud.
Jag sätter mig och är ännu mindre.
Var det volt? Var det volt?
Jag vet.
Ja, det är volt. Vars är volt? Kan.
Do not fucking know, man. Och yes, det ser ut som när jag lämnade. Fan vad nice.
Vars har du lagt voltkan? Draganite har kommit in först här.
Hey man! Kan de höra oss?
Ja. Men vad? Där. Hey man, Dragonite man.
Vart är min... Där. Kan ju länka i muggpupurret.
Muggpupurret?
Shout stuff.
I'm good, how are you?
Men varför ska du avhålla one minute living so
För att du inte är redo.
English, like I'm questioning his living soon.
Living soon, alright?
You are here and hanging out with one person. I refuse to show my face.
We need to roll the intro.
Pro setup, man.
Oh yeah, we got the scenes and shit. This looks like it's lagging some immensely. Yeah, man. What is up, y'all? How are y'all doing? Funk Nugget, don't leave us in here. We got a special ass guest right here, being on his phone.
Yeah, but I'm thinking...
In this very special occasion.
As you're saying, I think the frame rate is fucking...
Yo, Joshua. You made it. This is the first time Joshua is in here, I think.
But if that's on YouTube...
I call him Lyman, but you may call him Simon if you want to.
Man, stop your own preview. Like, stop previewing if you can.
How do you do that?
I don't know, if you can pause the...
Here?
Not for that one. For the... Like, pause that one. So you're not live streaming here.
Beats gonna be rolling very soon.
Tryck bara
Where?
på paus på fan jävla skärmen. Där.
Okay. No lag, everything under control. Let's roll these here beats.
Wait.
Would you like to introduce to Simon what this is all about? You don't need to do that.
Can I hear the chat?
You know, hear the chat.
Yes.
Anyways, right now, right about around now, we are on this here 15th week of the Black Hole Beat Challenge. And right about around here this week, we got only 3 contestants, but 3 very golden contestants. And this time, we're being joined here by Simon the Magpie to also listen to your beautiful creations.
I'm a really rough judge. I don't go easy on people. Just so you know.
We're going hard tonight.
Don't cry.
Don't be no crybaby if you made a boo-boo, you know what I'm saying?
It's funny if people think that I'm standing
Hey
up.
all.
Like, this is how much shorter
Yeah,
than you I am.
because this week is only 3 submission. 3 submission is not going to save the pirates' ships, you know? But I'm happy for the submissions we got this week. Excited to hear them.
Can I submit?
You can submit for the next
now?
time.
Can I submit now?
If you're willing to, flip the sample of last week's winner,
yeah, I'll just do it now.
Johnny Mommy Papi, then feel free and have at it.
I'm gonna see chat on phone. Oh shit!
Chat it on the phone.
I need to run for just a second. Can you stall for like 5 minutes?
Yeah, we need to stall it for 5 minutes until we start listening to the beats. So you child-having sons of guns out there, put the Rugrats movie on replay. Sit back, relax, pour up a whiskey for you. And let's talk about how's your week been. Mine has been amazing. It's been great. Yo, it was something special that was done. I showed you this already, right? OPZ. Fun. Oh yeah. Had a live show this Thursday. Release party for Max I Millions We Own the Night. And it was like 5, 6, 7 beat makers, a lot of beat makers, and a live show, and it was fun as hell. I brought a lot of MCs up on the stage, and you know, I don't want to be that dude, but kind of killed it out there. Yeah, Funk Nugget. Exactly. Always with the bathroom breaks. Sometimes in very critical situations even. We'll be out, you know, sometimes we'll ride in the car and the seat belt is fastened and we're ready to go and still he needs to take a shit. I don't know where I'm going with this joke. I don't know. What's up, y'all? How you been? Right here, we were trying to make a video and it just kind of went to hell. Yeah, this type of situations I'm talking about. Joshua, we're all gonna die. I have to make a pee-pee. Sorry, guys, can you wait up? Don't mind about the most important beat competition in the world. We'll stall it for more than 5 minutes. Something cool happened in the Black Hole Discord earlier this week. I can't remember what it was. I don't smoke a lot of weed anymore, but it just so happened that I had a friend over who had a lot of weed. So I feel like everything this weekend is just half-assed. You know what I'm saying? When you have these grand ideas and plans of what you're gonna do, and then your brain is not quite operating as it should be. But I feel good about it. Oh, Johnny. Only Phantom made a point in the Discord is that you can't enter with your own samples. But it's alright for this week because we need at least 3 contestants, man. We can't go one-on-one, you know what I'm saying? So this time, Joni, he can join. This is an exception we're making. Analog Weapon is in here too, making me think of the Dodgerist collab that we have in the other Discord server, the Magpie Pirates server. There's a beat competition going on in there too, to save the pirates, ships. So if you go in there, oh yeah, I know you are. It's my brother right there. If you want to enter that competition, too, get into the Magpie Pirates. I think the link is below here in the description as well. And you know what? While we're at it, write 2 comments in the comment section here right now. Challenge number 1, even more challenge than the beat challenge. Write a comment in the comment section so we have comments down there. I'm thinking maybe we could even do the voting in the comments next time. Just an idea. He did it, submit it, got a link in, finish. Alright, it's
yes, business. I just had to make some money, man.
Real business.
Yes.
For real, what type of business? Swishing.
Fuck yeah.
Selling things?
Yes.
Commercial wares.
Commercial wares. Okay.
Stocks.
Hey. We're ready now, chat.
Ha! We are ready.
I think the chat is after the live stream. You can turn it on and off, actually, to answer that
Oh,
one.
so I'm the
No,
thief here.
you don't have to do anything. Like when you rewatch a stream, you can choose to see it with chat or without chat.
No, I'm talking about the comment section because I told people to write comments because always there's no comments in the on the live stream videos.
When it's posted?
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Yeah,
But maybe you
go in
can't
and
write
comment.
comments.
But you can comment now as well. I can go down and comment now. No, I can't. Why can't I? Okay. I've done that before on live streams. It is what it is.
It is my fault.
But then vote in chat instead. No, it's
We
not
know
your fault.
it's not about the
Don't
voting.
do stuff. You
The
just
voting is
kill
not
the
an
stream.
issue. Come on, man.
Also, hey Analog. Hey Begs.
Double dipping. Seriously,
You
gotta
got
keep
no
voting
mods.
in the Discord.
You need to
in
make
the
people
biz.
moderators.
We got a couple mods. Any mods? Anybody up for modding? We'll have some mods, man.
I make everyone mod.
All right. Only Phantom dropped the track, and we're joining another one. Poll.
Snodde min stol här. Ska jag hämta till dig?
I'm adding the voting for Only Phantom as well. Only Phantom? Question mark?
Ta den där stolen nu då.
Only Phantom. Alright, so now I think we're just about ready to go. No, I mean modding. Ska jag ta den?
Ja, den är lägre. He's a
You mean
tiny
modding-
bit taller than me. I don't know if you saw, some of you I know saw, like people coming from my community, you saw the video I posted with Bless, with the vocoder, and since he's standing closer to my camera, he looks so fucking huge next to me. I'm embarrassed.
He's got a huge complex about that.
No, not really, but it's fun. It's fun when I look tiny because I'm also kind of a big person. Grown man.
You can win anytime in my book, Beggs and Aiken.
Also, Beggs, we started filming a video now.
There's a reason for the headphones over the hoodie. Yeah, tell.
Low pass
What?
filter.
No, because the brosk, the hard piece in the ear that's sticking out in the AKGs, they hurt my ears. So I need a softening.
Never. But did you get the foam ones from me, or did I keep them?
This piece of the ear right here, the hard piece, sticks out and it reaches all the way in there. It's all the way in there in the AKGs, and then
Like if you want to
it
have
hurts.
these to try on yours at home.
It's different.
It's foamy.
I mean, like it's
Yeah, but if these,
in here.
Yeah. But if
That's
these
where it
are
hurts.
standing out more than those are when they're on your head, maybe these save you with distance.
Engineer.
Engineer.
I feel so short.
You said I had a complex. Anyways, Beggs, if you're here still, we started filming a video now. Like, he brought the machine, he brought the OP7, and I brought whatever I brought to the table for this video. I'm not gonna spoil it. But we decided to wait with that video until you were here.
So we've done nothing today.
So, yeah, we've been here, a while. But shit,
We've had fun.
we're doing stuff now.
We're doing major stuff right now.
You're sitting like a country girl. Very nice. I like.
Elfie, Christmas elf. Elfie, what you gonna put on the shelf? Elfie,
So-
I want a present for you. Yes, there are presents for two.
Hey, Crispy Bacon. But Beggs, you need to come here as soon as possible, Beggs, so we can make this video happen.
Yeah.
That's all. And you should.
Beat number one.
Can he come next? I work next weekend. Next weekend is, I think, my work weekend.
Can we postpone this discussion until after
Yes,
Dragon
yes.
Knight's beat Manor at Midnight?
Only left.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be only left?
I don't think so. Dragonitis, the your beat's
Is your
supposed to be
beat
only in the left ear.
Here, try switching. It's cool if it is. Check TBH. Yeah, it's still only left.
Only left. Only left.
Check OBS. Well, that one says it.
Ouch. It's what it is.
I solved problem.
You want to come here?
This is fucking gangster. So the weekend after next week. Whoa. It's continuing. Up and up.
Yeah, well, the viewers. That's good.
They have the stereo image.
Bon appetit. Da da da. I didn't know you were sampled down.
I think that was all.
Yo, we can hear it ourselves now. What are you doing?
Yeah, we can hear ourselves a tiny bit, but it was still only in left, right? But it's ended now, so.
Yeah. So, what is your comment on
comment
Dragonite's
is-
submission?
Try it again. Let's fix the technical issues before we think about opinions.
Technical issue.
Otherwise, every beat is gonna be in the left ear. we can't have that. Bad idea.
All right. Excuse me. Is it? Oh, you want
need
me
to try
to?
on the computer.
Let's see.
But it sounded pretty fucking hard, like very angry, but not super angry.
See if we get some sound in here.
Gypsy girl, she's coming my way, coming to steal
It's still,
my heart away.
it's still in the left room. Who cares if it's
She's
only in
coming
the
my
left?
way, coming to steal my heart away. Gypsy girl, she's coming my way.
We need a break now after the fucking gypsy girl. But then the next thing you try
Keep your ears open for the Avenue guys.
No, don't.
Coming soon. Full documentary about the legendary boy band Avenue guys.
Try now. So now you your headphones. Is it still in left? Then it's something fun for you.
My way. I give you a call. Make sure to hide my
Is it only left?
before you ride.
This is just
Makes
your
me feel
your head.
alive.
Låt den vara så länge så att folk är kvar i chatt. Då kommer ni hoppa på.
One frame per second.
Men skit i chatten, kolla ljudet istället. Så det kommer tillbaka. Kolla bara datorns ljud ut typ.
Ja, men det finns inget där man kan ändra på.
Varför är det bara vänster?
Tjej, om vi provar vanliga headphones.
Är det bara eller?
Jaha, det är balance här.
Jag sa ju det! Nu är den i mitten.
Mm.
Okej, ska jag dela in det? Min telefon delar inte det. Du kan gå till internet och byta. Eller chatta. This is the chat screen. Du fixar det på datorn. Fan.
Jaha. Men jag måste stänga av den här tänkte jag så det inte försvinner en massa internet. Det var ju avstängt.
Kryssade du OBS? Och därför så slutade streamen. Jag känner hur du fastnar i andra grejer. Gör det nu.
Men jag försöker få igång OBS. Den startar inte ens.
Vad du gjorde? Lite lättare. Det är det jag gör. Nu startar om datorn. Vet du.
Ja.
Nej, va? Nu händer det ju något. Hallå?
Va?
Yeah. Okay, so we're not getting OBS to start on the computer, but we're getting it to start.
All right. All right.
Which sound hurts?
Yeah, man. YouTube. I've had enough of this controversy with YouTube trying to shut shit down. We're gonna listen to Dragon Knight's beat.
We're gonna start now, I think. Like we say, this is the start. Boom.
This is where the beat competition starts.
Play the intro again. No, you can't because OBS.
No OBS. I didn't smoke today. I just smoked a lot yesterday, so therefore the head operations are not smoking.
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
No, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Alright, well let's listen to some beats.
Yes. So we start from the top now with the first one that got submitted.
From upon the top.
Boom,
Yes,
boom.
trigger the night. Monitor at me tonight. Go. Double spotlights. Evil fights.
That bass though.
Oh, beats in every ear of every person. Yes, I'm about to smoke and drink and tell me heard 'em. Can you hear it in the ear when you hear either ear?
For me, that was a volume drop. But that might be computer output.
No. It's a volume drop.
On purpose?
Maybe a limiter issue.
Yeah, maybe.
How do you know this?
I like this part. And then down again. I would have enjoyed some congas on this or something.
Yeah. Didn't you hear the conga?
Yeah, but there's a tiny one,
Yeah.
you know? So it's like hinting. I would enjoy it more.
It's so Halloween. Heard it this before. Auto-tune and send that Michael Myers out the door.
Just some shit, like a darduka. Yeah.
Right? The volume drop. I don't know, Dragon Knight, if that was because of a limiter or something, but just when the beat was about to drop, it kind of went down
Whoa.
when you
But maybe
expected it
it's
to hit
supposed
you
to
in
be
the face.
if it's supposed to be rap there or something like that, then I understand it. But if it's supposed to be instrumental, then I don't. I just don't understand it.
Creepy shit is cool. You could also add some congas to it.
I would, yeah. I would have enjoyed more. Ooh.
Even more percussion stuff.
Something where you can like feel, ooh, someone is touching this right now. It's sexy.
Sexiness is
You could just
touching
hands
and what
on
would be with
whatever.
just
If you don't have those kind of samples, just tap your fucking table or something. Go into the kitchen. You have some kitchen sticks. Kitchen hardware.
Kitchen's hardware sticks. Chopsticks.
Vocal? No.
Vo-
Tablas! Tablas would have been amazing. And the shit with the hole? No, not that. No, it needs to be dry. Like nothing too much of a boink and stuff like that. You know, like the boah, 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 boah. More like the...
Maybe a French horn.
No, not a French whore.
Horn.
No. No.
No French horn.
Also, maybe... I don't know. I need to hear it again. It's good more. But it's nice for what it is. Like, it's pretty fucking cool.
Dark evil shit, Halloween, trap beats.
Yeah,
the Dragonite is pretty good at making those, actually.
I need a motivation. I need like a statement from the person who made it. What were you thinking? Why did you do this?
What were you thinking when you did this?
Tell us, real quick. Vivo. Dragonite Vivo. Good choice of Pokemon.
Oh, that's the V written with parentheses. Or slashes.
Yeah. We're waiting now.
I always read it as Dragonite E-O.
We get like a
Dragonite
really long statement. It was about how my grandparents had to flee here during World War II. Like a Miami Ink motivation for, I want to have a flower because that represents my place in the universe.
I feel like the spirit animals I connect most to is the carp.
The car.
The carp. The carp represents
My spirit. We don't. White
freedom,
people don't have
independence.
spirit animals. We have personas. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on instead. It was nice. Hey, the bass was boom. I don't know what sample people flipped that on. It was synthy.
Well, actually, maybe we should actually introduce that. Last week's winner was Yoni Mommy
I used
Poppy.
to be an adventure. Then I took an arrow to the knee. Join our Minecraft server. We have Skyrim in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Joni Mommy Poppy was the winner last week, and he gives Swedish folk song samples.
Whoa.
So I haven't heard the original sample.
Okay. Bad host.
You want to hear that?
Let's hear the original sample.
Let's hear the original sample. Coming up, Menard Bliss.
How did? Yeah, I want to hear. Why? How? No, don't.
Download a 35 megabyte file. Is that a no?
Okay, if it's that small, maybe.
You know what?
Stream
Fuck it.
dies because you're gonna download a file. It will be weird. Analog is a car.
Let's just play the next beat.
Yes.
Next beat is Slip 26. Slip 26 has spent several years homeless traveling the roads in an RV. With a laptop, he is now making beats.
You know that?
Yes.
Fuck you. Life.
D-Row, can you pronounce that, Simon? What's his beat called?
Derailleur.
Derailleur.
Super confident in that word.
Is it French?
I don't know. Derailleur.
Derailleur.
Doesn't matter what it's called, it matters how it sounds.
We don't eat breakfast in Sweden.
It doesn't need that center hi-hat.
It's the open-ish hi-hat.
Yeah. Because it's groovy enough as it is. Do something in the left ear instead. because it's so much going on in the right ear with the whatever it is. Nice whistle sounding synth.
That's probably the sample from the Swedish folk music.
Were there whistling in it? Nice sticks. Count it in, drummer!
Derailer.
Whoa.
What in the hell just happened here?
Weirdness. This is a little bit more my style.
Sweden. Norrköping.
But it's the same shit. You don't need that hi-hat.
The symbol.
Nice panorations. So high volume on that sound.
Yeah.
Whoa. There's like growing sounds in the background.
That's cool.
It's too high volume on this.
I like that sound though. I think the drum sounds were shit, to be honest. But this is where it got cool for me.
But it's funny. Yeah, we can talk after it's done.
Ah, I never played that. Suzuki Motor Racing.
Because now it's
Now
so
it's
low. Yeah. Too high. Volume. Filter sweep!
Crash!
Then
Yeah.
it should delay out or something, so it ends and delays out. Yeah, kind of. So obviously
Number
you
one.
went for a mess. Like, it's very messy. But if it's a stylistic choice, if it's on purpose, then that's cool. Then that's what you went for.
I think it was.
Yeah. It seems conscious. Like you know what you were doing. But to be a little bit nitpicky, sorry for taking over the constructive criticism here, but
Take it.
in the beginning, there's funky shit happening in one ear. It would be nice if funky shit were happening in the other ear, because now it's like everything is pretty mono except this one funkiness in the right ear. So you need to balance that shit out just to make it more nice to listen to, just more fun to listen to. And then there were a lot of shit going like this, and like work with volumes more, I feel. Instead of, I feel like maybe you got stuck too much in not the basic, like working with maybe limiters and compression and stuff, but just going with panorations and volume would have done a lot, even to maintain, like to keep it as fucked up as you want to keep it, as messy and synthy and crazy, because it's funny that it's 4/4, it's 4 on the floor, you know, it's boom, bah, that's in there. But I didn't notice that until like the end because so much other shit was going on, and that's really cool. That's really funny to notice that. Okay, the drums here are actually just 4 on the floor. Did you notice that early on?
Yeah.
I did not.
No, they weren't in the beginning. I don't think.
No. In the beginning they were not. But then after a while, I was like, oh shit, this is fucking this is like dance music now. Oh.
I liked the last third of the beat. In the beginning, I thought the drum sounds were sounding very corny, like the crash and the kick and the snare and everything. It brought the whole quality extravagancy level down a lot. Just the drum samples.
But I mean, 3 words for you to bring with you into the future. Less is more.
Less is more.
Yeah, just.
But I really liked when it started like sci-fiing out toward the end. That was yeah, and I guess he wanted to experiment with the
things that happens.
It could have just been its own beat.
Yeah, but he switched synth at one point to a synth that I liked more, but that's just a like thing. It's a subjective thing. Like different.
It is a highly objective truth.
That I like one type of synth more. But then it was like, since it's a square triangle wave-ish, I don't really know what it is. Probably whatever. Doesn't matter. Maybe sawtooth. That high volume synth. When it has those types of sharp
see the
sounds,
Chemical Brothers.
It's way
He's
higher
heavily
already.
inspired by the Chemical Brothers.
I have no idea how they sound, but I don't give a fuck either. What I mean is,
I
sharper synth sounds automatically feel like they have a higher volume than softer, like a sine wave. So you can go lower in volume on sharper sounds than on softer sounds, and you did the opposite. Which, if it's a stylistic choice, if you want people to consciously like, oh, what the fuck is going on now? If that's what you're going for, then that's fucking great. Yeah, like a piano is pretty soft sound, so think about that in a mix, I guess. It's got to do with overtones and shit. Like the piano's got a fuck ton of overtones.
I like the adventure of it.
Volumes, you know. Square triangle, yes.
I like the adventure of it.
Yeah, I mean it's a full song. It's not a beat. It's a song. It was like 4 minutes or something, 3 minutes.
Instrumental song.
Make something that ties it all together, and then you have a whole song. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, I definitely see the Chemical Brothers influence in it, though. Some trippy music. You should definitely check them out if you like.
No, I don't want to.
Well,
I only listen to classical music.
What about The Clash? Have you heard about?
I've heard about The Clash. I've never heard. I think I've heard the hits, but I couldn't like say.
Should I stay or should I go?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go to the next.
But I would
one.
say that's Ramones or something like that.
Probably is.
I am not a music guy. I look like an American hipster. Thank you. That's what I'm going for in my style.
Simon is
I am me.
PC free.
You be you, I be me. That's a song now.
You be you.
We do it with like letters.
I be
You
me.
be you, I be
and I.
me is not really a
Be
letter.
I. You be you, I be me, you and I be we.
No, I mean I'm gonna go listen to music because people tell me to. I listen to music whenever I want to.
Yodni, mommy, puppy.
So this is the third one?
He's actually, he provided the samples because he won last week, so he's technically not allowed to participate.
It's the same fucking thing with a cool thing going. But he took the hi-hat. Can you restart it, please?
You have such weird
So
flavor, Simon.
Is the hi-hat in the middle in the beginning and then it goes out to the left? Is what I'm asking?
Yo, what's up, Cookie Boy?
Because that's attention to detail right there, if that's the case.
Your panning preferences are not universal.
Panorera mera. No, I'm coming in with my taste. I can't
Coming
give you,
in!
can't give you anything else than what I feel. No, it's already in the left.
Yeah.
Should have been in the middle and then go out to the left. Because now something comes in here. Give it a second.
Oh, but you have a recipe for what you desire.
Yeah. Funky.
I like the rhythm.
Should have high passed the left hi-hat a bit. The one in the left there.
You think?
Yeah. Because it's not as far, it's not all the way. So no, it just takes up too much space. In my opinion.
I think it's fine, yeah. I think it would lose some character of the...
But I have problems. I don't use hi-hats in my own music. I have such a hard time with hi-hats. I fucking hate them. And now it's like 10 of them all over the place in all of these songs. But I mean, since there's such a high pass, like a ticky sound in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is really fucking nice.
And you need some high mids to keep that.
Begriper inte riktigt det här, det gjorde jag inte ens från början. Då får jag ju inte mer än 107 kronor. Säg mig, du kan man inte slippa undan. Va? Det är sån stil.
That's alright, Johnny. I apparently even forgot about it, so it's not like it's your fault. I should have told you.
Dansk jävlar! What the fuck is that guy's name? I don't remember. He's really cool. He's a legend.
The actor.
Yeah. Carl... Nej, vad fan är det?
You know his name, Johnny?
Ah! He's really good in dansk jävlar! Sverige.
Sverige!
Nu ser vi Danmark.
Vilket underbart land!
Oh, nice.
Jag är rik, det ser du.
Should have stayed longer on that shit. That's cool.
Yeah.
But it like now it's different patterns on the hi-hat in the left as well. I think.
Jag är rik, det ser du.
The organ really reminds me of Merit Hemmingsson.
I like that.
I love Merit Hemmingsson.
Jag är rik, det ser du.
Like what's really cool with this is the hard pans. Like things are hard pan. Like one sound is in only one ear, and then there's another sound that's in only one ear.
You
But-
love that.
I love that. But try to funk things up with other sounds than hi-hats, in my opinion. Like that's a general thing for like hip hop music. The thing that is making syncopations and stuff like that is so usually hi-hats, which becomes a little bit boring in my head. Because it's a given, you know? It's an obvious thing to choose because it's a very sharp sound once again. And, that's how that hi-hat sounds.
It is Merit. You need to listen to Merit Hemmingsson. I will send you
so
4
it's not,
albums
okay, so
to check out. Maybe 5
like-
albums.
you know, remember back in the day with like the Doors and stuff, where they couldn't really do more than hard pans and shit like that, like old Beatles music, where like okay, the entire drum kit is in one ear.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is fucking inspiring. So
I
this was
think it's
really nice
horrible,
for.
man.
No, I really like it.
Oh no,
It's
it's
so cool.
disgusting with all the drums and
No,
one ear.
if it's
It's
just-
perfect for sampling from records because you can isolate stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying I don't like hard pans in this sense. This was cool.
This was nice with the organ sound in the left and funky percussion-y things in the right. I don't know. I just don't like hi-hats, I guess.
I have to encourage the unconventional for being having these boom bap aesthetics. Still, the rhythm was a little different than your typical.
Yeah, it's very nice syncopations on the kick drum,
Yeah.
for sure. Like the snare is still.
Oh, that's a syncopation.
Yeah, that it's like, it's not straight on the
Answering.
beat, it's like...
It's conversationalized.
It's like waiting a tiny bit before it comes.
Oh, the lag is called a syncopation.
Yeah, it's a syncopation. It's like a...
My life has been put words to it.
Hit me! Here we go! Music theory with the magpie. With the finger.
The Beatles don't suck, but you know they're hard panning.
No, John Lennon is a bad person, but he's dead, so
Yoko
can't really judge him for
is
that
a
anymore.
bad person. Oh, they were womanizing shitheads who happened to be in a boy band when women were finally allowed to be horny in public. True that. Socialites.
That's not the Beatles' fault, though. Like we can blame Beatles for bad shit that the Beatles did, and they did a lot of questionable things and stupid behavior and stuff. But I mean, Sino times, you can't judge. Then we need to look into how society was at that time, and fuck that. I don't want to go back. Anyways, that's a political discussion. It's a completely different discussion. Yeah, we can't really support the Beatles. If you're not downloading music, you're doing something wrong.
Yo, Boney M in my book is A-OK. They were sexy. Have you seen the performance when they're on stage doing moaning?
Just accept that I
just
haven't
moaning
seen
for
anything.
Minutes. I say, sex liberation movement, let us go.
No, you're not blaming them. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Just download.
Fuck Metallica! Download everything.
Yeah, man. Look, we're gonna go into this. R. Kelly.
Yeah, but you're sure that's also
Michael Jackson.
a thing? Like
I'm not gonna stop listening to the good songs they made because that's a different thing for me. Yes, he is a rapist. Yes, he is a child rapist. The music came from the universe, alright? They were good songs.
Who?
Michael Jackson and R. Kelly.
R. Kelly is... no. Michael Jackson, I question
never
if he
stop
even
listening
did
to, I
something,
believe.
actually.
Oh my god, please, let's... Yeah.
But
Let's
R.
move
Kelly,
on.
Didn't he fuck up Rihanna? Like, don't fuck with Rihanna, man. Don't do it.
Hold on. R. Kelly still has a bunch of sex slaves.
Now, what I mean, Black or White by Michael Jackson, like that riff in itself is amazing. But the song is kind of crap.
He was wearing a child. No, his 90s was his main... The thing is, Michael Jackson, why was he always hanging out with one specific type, specific age, specific look boy who went with him everywhere he went? Like, he literally had a type. Like a grown person would have a type that they go for in dating and stuff. Michael Jackson had that.
But it's a
with
systemic
children.
error. Like, successful people get away with maybe pedophilia as well. Like, it's fucked up like that. So
R. Kelly
let's break
pissed on
down
children.
the system instead.
Break the system, fuck the law. Watching every
Okay, it was Chris
before.
Brown who beat up Rihanna.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck both of those dudes, I guess.
R. Kelly. He wished.
Probably. Sadly enough, probably. So what are we doing now? I feel like we sidetracked a tiny bit. Like, the beat was good, at least. I like the... Oh, what's his name? Weird Al Yankovic, the Rich, did like a parody on the long talk thing that is fucking good. Yeah, I don't think that's an excuse for if Michael Jackson did shit, though. Of course, you're not saying it's an excuse, but
Scan saying what's up.
I mean, why didn't he get his own kids and just was a good dad instead. That would have been more reasonable to do.
Funk Nugget, very, very valid.
Very valid. So what do we do now?
What's it called? Very valid hypotheses.
Do we listen through once more? Like, how much feedback? Is this a feedback thing, or do we just pick away? I feel like I gave more criticism than was deserved.
Yo, it's like we give criticism and then we move on, because anything that is not criticized must by default probably be good already. So
Yeah, but I mean, the easiest way for you to pick apart all of what I have been saying, if you feel like, no, you're wrong, is to listen to my music and you can say, oh, that sucks. That's how I always pitch it. If you don't like what I tell you, listen to my music and think it's bad. That's okay with me. I don't give a fuck. It's my music. So it goes both ways, you know. It's not like I'm a fucking genius who is like, my opinion is the right opinion. No, my opinion is my opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. All your choices, if they're conscious or unconscious, that's the thing. Like when you make music, a lot of people do things because, no, I've heard this. This is like a given formula. I don't like that. I like you to come up with your own formulas and shit like that. Like try out stuff. Trial and error.
Nobody's criticizing. You're criticizing, Simon.
No. I'm just saying. I don't want to make people feel sorry.
I think that was a very dope beat. We can say that.
Yeah, like the third one is the winner for sure.
Well, it's up to. It's up to. That's the thing. Also, it doesn't really matter what we say. What we say here.
It depends
up
on
to
what
the people.
Challenge. What was the challenge?
The people vote. So we can say whatever we want, but in the end, it's the people's word voters.
Is it just the best one, or is it the most?
It's the favorite one.
The saddest one, or the happy? Who made the happiest one?
It's the favorite one.
The favorite one.
Mm.
And that's harder for me as well.
But we have one more though.
Oh, we have one more.
Yeah, because there's another poll for.
Okay. Yeah,
it's actually 6 minutes past the deadline, and only Phantom has won twice before.
Yeah.
So if it's too good,
really good.
Yeah, it needs to be extremely good. Otherwise, he can't win because he did not meet the deadline. So here we go. It's called D-D-Dum-D-D-D.
Should be called E. I like.
It's a good.
But I would have separated the drums a bit. Like panorate the first drums to the left. And then
You would have hard panned the drums.
Yeah, the first drums that came in, I would have just hard panned. But they're gone now.
Simon the Judge.
Like, I think it's... Yeah, I don't like that the only thing out in the ears is like crackles. You know? There's a lot of cool sounds that could have been all over the place. This should have been bigger! After that, coming up to it, it should have been like almost dubstep. That would have been really cool here. After that build-up.
It's a tease. Yeah. Simon is pansexual.
Huh? Everything pansexual meme. Do it. Fun. I don't know. I don't think I'm pansexual though. But I haven't really thought about it.
Penetration for the nation.
But yeah, that beat could have been
Oriental
so much better with
eyes.
panorations, in my opinion. Because I mean, it's cool with the. I see it was in earlier songs as well, and I didn't say anything. I was about to say things about it, but this fucking fake crackle noise thing that people do. Why do you do it?
I like it.
Yeah, it's like a textural thing, like a mood. It's like a mood. But it's
I like
fake
it.
mood.
Sometimes I add a little bit of rain and shit like that. It's kind of the
that's
same
nice.
thing.
But now
and
it was
usually, sometimes I like when you side chain it really hard.
Mm. Now it felt like it just was
so
there.
It's like, yeah, it was.
But
there.
it was in both. Like what I would have done if I were you, I would have made that a thing that is in the middle, so it feels like it's in the whole spectrum instead. Spectrum, yeah, doesn't matter. And then done panorate that stuff with the other types of sound, because like even to do something funky with the be dum dum daddy that goes like jumps in between, not hard pans, but like be dum dum daddy daddy. Like doing things like that would have just made me more interested in what's going on. And this is not taking away anything from this being an amazing beat. Like everything that was going on was very high production value. Definitely. It seems like you've been doing this for a long time, you know. But
Phantom is Amanda.
yeah, you won twice, so I mean, it's really good for what it is. It's got cool stuff happening that draws you in, like attention-wise, but it's still not overkill, so it keeps you there, you know? You're interesting during the whole thing, and it grows and it comes back, which is something that a lot of things that people do lack, you know? It's harder for people for some reason to bring it back dynamic-wise, and especially in the amount of sounds. It's easy to always grow, but then to chop it off and drop it to one sound or just a couple of sounds.
Yeah, chop it up and drop it.
Yeah, it's harder for people to let go of things they have recorded because the recording or the building up things takes more time. But so that's cool that you have that in you to do that.
Taking this tip from Max Martin, always only introduce one new element at a time.
That doesn't. No, no.
Max Martin said so.
Yeah, like, fuck that guy. Fuck does he know? Yeah, it's a beautiful beat, definitely.
I agree with Simon.
Success is not greatness, you know? You're not great because you're successful.
True that.
Yeah, fuck that.
That is so true, though.
Which?
Success is not great.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yes.
fuck success is what I'm saying. We don't need it.
Unsuccessful till I die. I'ma stay alive and make shit.
Yeah, we're not underground. We're just unsuccessful.
Yeah. Pretty mainstream.
but really
unsuccessful.
unsuccessful.
All right. Well, that was all the 4 beats for this week's edition of the Black Hole Beat Challenge.
It might be an authentic sample from vinyl, which would make sense when it's. I don't know if you've used like something in software. Like I can do it very easily with like a vibrato plugin or something that, even though it's a mono sound, it makes it sound wide. Or if it's two sounds, that makes it sound wide. So it's one hard pan in every ear, and they're a tiny bit off in how the sample is, so it makes it into a room. I don't know. I don't see your computer, like what you have done. But I don't understand why. And I think it's coming from like this has been used so many times with that type of white noise mimicking.
Or we're talking about the vinyl sound. Shit.
Yeah. And as you were saying, rain, like it's been used so much. So for me, it's just I kind of lose interest whenever it comes in. You know?
Yeah, but also we have to think about that we are very nerdy. We have not listened to a regular healthy person's amount of sounds and music, so our fixes are on different weird levels.
But the solution is so easy. The solution is because it's nice. It works well in the song. Maybe volume wise you could have brought it down a tiny bit, but you start with it, so it automatically brings attention to it to begin with. But when it's in a mix, if it's in a bigger part, obviously white noise and stuff like that is just, if you can't put your finger on it, if it's nothing you notice, it's very nice to have there. But when it's something that I notice straight away, it makes me lose interest. It's a very personal bias towards it. It's not an objective truth. A lot of people probably feel the opposite, that, wow, this is nice. This is a nice mood. when that comes in as the first thing. They're like, it pulls in attention in a nice way for other people. Probably.
Are we going to see Only Phantom spending about 5-6 hours perfecting that vinyl crackle sound to please Simon in the left ear?
Yeah, just put more sounds in the left ear. It's funny though, because when we started, everything was in the left ear, remember? Because your computer was panned to the left.
But yeah, like Dragon Knight is saying, any sort of white noise type thing could do.
Yeah,
vinyl crackle, rain, other rain, other vinyl crackle. That's too much mid.
Yeah, it's a lot of mid because of the tone of the snare, but maybe like a wisp. A lot of mids. I don't know, whatever.
It's always panning and
sample
Simon
like
Delphi.
a weird frequency on an FM radio and high pass it. It's a good idea.
See, that came from the sample itself, and that's actually
nice.
how us real beat makers usually do. We don't put no fake ass vinyl cracker track on it. It's just there.
It's just there. You can also,
especially when we're sampling vinyl.
Sometimes I up the gain a fuckload on my audio interface and just have the mic in the room, so I get the white noise from the mic itself.
Are we commercializing this?
I don't think Koskenkorva is the problem. I think Pepsi Max is the problem in that case. Rain stick.
Yeah, machineries, drug. Do you have a MIDI on that one?
MIDI out rain stick.
Snakes and snitches, man. See? How much does panning cost if you do it for me, Simon?
Yeah, but that's the thing though. It's actually a pretty important discussion for you to have with yourself when you make music. Like, where is your audience? How is your audience viewing what you do, and how do you want your audience to listen, not viewing, but listen to what you do? We are listening in headphones. If you do that on every street, now you do speakers usually.
I hate headphones.
Okay, so you usually do it on speakers, then it's not as important with the panorations. It's also something when
of course, when I'm on the subway, I listen in headphones.
Yeah, so then you don't want to have mixes that are optimized for mono. But if your audience is mainly on their phone, and you know that, and listening from like a phone speaker, then obviously it doesn't matter at all. But it depends on how you want your audience to listen to your music, maybe more than how your audience is listening to your music. Because you want to shape your audience, or at least try to. I know it's really fucking hard to do, but you want to try to. And also, what was I saying? Like, if you mix music, or if you produce music on speakers, it's easier to do hard pans and stuff like that, because you don't notice it as drastically as you do in headphones. If you mix and produce music in headphones, you are way more vad heter det? Det är troligare. It's more likely that you're gonna do a squeezed in mix, because in headphones it's so fucking noticeable when you put it in hard pans.
I think you should be very careful with that also, though, because when you are listening to, like, I constantly when I'm mixing, I put on the headphones and go back and forth and double check it, and sometimes hard panning sounds pretty ridiculous in speakers as well.
I don't know, it depends on what you're going for as well. Like, I do it because I enjoy, if I want to bring attention to stuff and stuff like that. Like, here I
feel like it is very black and white if you're going all hard panning, because
Yeah,
It's a
and
flavorable
stylistic-
thing,
Yeah.
stylistic choice thing, but there's much more space in the mix than the hard right, the hard left, and the middle. There's everything in between as well. So I try to spread out everything where it pleasable in the stereo field. Some things are supposed to feel closer, some things are supposed to feel a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, some things are supposed to feel all
you
the
need
way
to
to the
balance
left.
it out as well with other sounds that come in. But I mean, can we hear this? Can you hear this?
Yeah, it's gonna be weird.
Heard.
Some hard panning coming up.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily. You will see what happens. So I recorded an organ, like an old organ.
I love this tune. This is my favorite in the whole album.
Mine too. And it now just goes slowly to the right.
Everything.
Yeah. And now it's stuck there, in the right. And the other drums are to the left a bit, and the voice is in the middle. So it's very minimalistic, and there's a synth only in the left as well. So it's like this, with the voice in the middle, with the pew pew. I know it just is like that.
Love it when you do that pedophile voice.
It's like the guy from Family Guy.
Family Guy. Oh, kom in.
We need to hear it just a bit more, because I like the next part. And then we can skip it. And that's real drums.
Oh yeah.
And now the organ is back in the middle.
You don't need to optimal to convey feelings and musical thoughts.
And now it goes back. Leaning, it's like leaning to the right.
Yeah, that's what Dragon Knight is saying. I can relate to that. It's the pirate shit right there.
Well, you can turn it off. They're minimal.
That's what they used to do, isn't it?
Stereo. Pair of mics. I like recording everything in mono and then just placing it up.
Most things should be recorded mono, I believe.
Yeah. Like piano and everything, I record mono.
Piano, I like spreading. A lot of comments on the panning, standing.
Yeah, everyone who didn't like that, that's perfect. That means you can.
Not on your song, but more like, are you listening on speakers? Are you listening on headphones? We don't give a fuck about if you listen on mono.
But
Yeah.
one thing that is actually important is: do you intend to listen to your own music, or are you only making music for other people to hear it? Because if you make beats for other artists, for example, so then you take that into consideration.
No.
You never? So it's only I enjoy listening to this.
I enjoy listening to this. I want to put this sound here, this sound there. Or when I'm producing for an artist, they will come in, they will listen to the beat and say, hey, I love the beat as it is. Or they will say, hey, I love the beat, can we change this? And I'll say, sure, we'll change this. Or we'll make the beat. Very many times when I produce for other people, I start off with a very bare boned thing, because I know they're always going to come in and say remove this and that, and people who write on music, they want a lot of space for them to, like, you don't want the whole beat to be cluttered with all these melodies and stuff that get in the way for their creativity. So it might just be like chords, drums, bass, but that's it. Okay. And then after we record, I'll add stuff while we're doing it, or after they record it, if there's space for it. Yeah. So, but if I'm making instrumental songs, I'm just making whatever. I always go with what I feel like doing. Yeah. And then
for me it's simple, like, because
I don't think even on this song it's not like I want the people to hear that it's panning, right? You weren't like you didn't just make the song and go everything. I like it here where it's in the middle, but maybe the people would like it to happen like this. It must have been a thrill for you too, right?
No, for me, it's I took away the people from the equation pretty early on in my making music business, because I never expect anyone to hear my music, so I don't have to give a fuck. Like every time I upload a video to YouTube, I'm like, okay, this is gonna get 5 views, so nobody's gonna watch this. This is a stupid thing to do. So I never have to care about the people, because I never expect feedback and stuff like that. So you only do it for me. Like, this is okay. I'm gonna rock this for a month, and then I'm gonna be tired of it and think that this is the worst thing I've ever done in my life, and I'm gonna move on and never hear it again. That's how I make music.
But like that's how you should make music. But there's only one special type of occasion where I try to cater to someone else and how it's done and how it sounds, and that's when someone has come to me like, hey, can you make a beat that sounds like this? Which is like the most boring thing you could do. So then I say, how much? They say, this much. I say, not enough. They say, all right, this much. I say, okay, fine. And then I sit down, I listen to a couple of reference tracks, and I just make it like a robot. Yeah. That's the only time I care about, because then I'm like, all right, there's money on the line. I need to please this person. They're looking for this specifically, so I'll just do it.
Okay. What is the difference with turning it into a job? I guess.
Yeah.
You know, because then it's a job. Then you need to work. But just to answer analog, like the conundrum or whatever is that I have had one viral video, so I am disappointed every video I upload now because it's not turning viral. So I'm constantly depressed and disappointed in my life because of that. So don't go viral, people. It's not worth it. It's just gonna make you sad.
Yeah, like all the artists as well, where every time you reach a certain milestone in listens or views or whatever, everything below that is not enough.
You're always comparing it. You should
There's
always
so
compare
many
yourself
artists like
to
that
your
too.
worst
Like they've had one song that had like 2
best.
million streams, and then after that they're constantly depressed. Like we reach 200,000 on one song or something, and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing, 200,000. And they're like, oh, I'm gonna suicide now. I'm gonna take my life. Yeah.
This is low numbers. Crispy Bacon has a funny one. Someone said to me, can you make something that sounds like this? I would say, but you already have it. And then he would laugh. How many of you are actually laughing out loud when you write laughing out loud? I suspect that none of you are laughing out loud.
I mean, there's a direct correlation. There's a ratio to it. It's like a 1-to-3 thing. A 1-to-3 ratio. When I write lol with big letters, that means I'm going like in real life. When I'm just going lol, I'm going like...
Remixes, though. Someone is asking about remixes. Like, remixes is a whole different discussion. I don't personally like remixes at all. Like, I don't like listening to remixes.
So fun.
Yeah, but I just... Yeah. I think it's the Celia line curse. Like, I feel like it's too close to a cover.
Out laughing.
I don't like covers at all. But I've made remixes, and I have enjoyed making remixes, for sure. But I've always questioned listening to remixes for myself. I don't like to do it.
I love to make remixes because it's such an easy starting point. Like
you have a
if you
lot
get an
to do.
acapella or something, it's you pick up an idea instantly. There's a catalyst, something for you to start on, and you get the melodies and shit in your head.
Yeah.
Instantly. So it's a very easy, fun.
Yeah, because you
smooth
haven't
process.
had to do the start. The start is already there.
Yeah.
Like, you already have
Or
something
one
to work
start.
for. Yeah. You know what I mean? You already have something to go on. So it definitely works for a lot of people. For sure. Which is cool.
Smiled a bit and stopped.
Smile a bit.
Sabts.
I go LOTI. Laughing on the inside. Maybe.
I go LOT.
Piss myself laughing. Mashups is culture in itself.
Laughing on the toilets. Quietly.
Go make music!
LOTTQ.
Simon's floral pants? These floors?
Good. Maybe we should announce the winner and call this a day because I want to go home and smoke some weed.
I can't even show my pants. Are you back on the weed? I thought you quit.
There's just a little knatch there back at home. I did.
Nobody quits stuff these days. I remember back in the day when quitting something meant you actually quit something. It's a good time to be alive.
I quitted for a long
That's
time.
not quitting. You don't quit something for a long time. You quit something.
Look, you quit the everyday use and make it into
This
a
sounds
nothing.
like excuses.
And then you go
You
back.
don't need excuses to smoke weed. You can smoke weed if you want to.
Yeah, but when it's a special occasion thing, I think it's A-okay and fine.
Every day is a special occasion.
Every day is not a special occasion. I don't like myself when I do
practice every day to be the
that.
best.
For me, each to his own. I think we got a clear winner here.
That's great, Party Star.
Slip 26. You want to announce the winner?
For what?
Party Star, 5 years sober and the winner right now. Slip 26.
Party Star.
Congratulations!
Cool. Good day for you. Did he win and now he leaves? He knew. He, she, it knew.
Congratulations.
He, she, it was the winner.
They want more the black hole with Simon.
Oh,
Maybe someday.
maybe 1 day a week, maybe. How often do you do? You did it.
Every Sunday.
You do this every Sunday.
Yeah.
That sounds exhausting.
It's not really. It's fun. You make like videos every day.
Yeah, but I don't have to interact with people.
The interacting with the people, I think, is even more fun.
Yeah, but it's exhausting. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's not fun. I'm saying
Yeah.
it drains you on energy.
Less editing.
But nice, congratulations, whoever the fuck won. I have no idea.
Slip 26, you won. You know the thing of the deal, right? You provide us with the samples for next week and send them to me tomorrow, the latest, but preferably ASAP. And we say thank you and a love you from Simon the Magpie and the Jonathan the Bless.
I never said that.
I say thank you.
Go to hell, everybody!
Okay, bye-bye.
Did you quit it?